teams started playing it, you had to learn, you had to innovate. Magix has got himself some info on Secret, and so, let me try again. Brain's just farting all over the place. Ramp Room's conceded. SDY is being pressured off. Ooh, Disbalance is saved nicely. Wouldn't go for a repeat after taking a 99 Goosh, but Flamey has taken Magix out of the equation, and Perfecto continues. He's he could get both of them here. Nice work. Double on the burst from the Glock puts us into a 3v2. They haven't even committed low side. They're going up, and Mir hears this. He has a very powerful position here. Oh, and they're both coming from here. So if Chopper can just do enough, take a fight with Boomich, he'll be looking the wrong way. Adjustment goes for the burst, you crazy cat. They are going to be trying to get that bomb down, but the bomb's heaven.
Oh, it's fallen.
It's got straight into Mir's control, and he's forced Perfecto off the line. Suddenly, this gets awkward for Navi. Flamey can't get up there. And pushing in, Perfecto wants to just throw it, but he can't. He's been caught. Chopper up the ladder. The bomb continues to be absolutely trapped. And Flamey's got a very awkward fight ahead of him.
What's he meant to do now? 25 seconds remain. He needs to get up either through the ladder or jump around the outside. And the US Peens at range, they're going to have him covered.
Oh, Mir's even going into the site. I'm so mad now. There's a smoke on heaven.
Yikes.
Like, you just, okay, well, I don't want to look like I've given up, but...
Dear, this is over. Flamey has no shot in this one right here unless he hits a banger on the ladder. And he goes down to Chopper. So a round that started well for Navi falls apart. They're unable to find the impact they're looking for, and that's 2 apiece for both Chopper and Mir in round number 1. Wow. As we look to get into round number 2, no plant means Navi have a couple of options. This is the banger from Disbalance to kick things off. I felt like Perfecto had done enough here, but indecision towards the top ladder, actually waiting and trying to play that team-based counter-strike for Flamey to come through lobby.
I mean, if they just ran down ramp, obviously, you know, hindsight's 2020, but...
They even had a smoke. I'm surprised they didn't.
Just going I mean, when you've created a 2-frag gap in heaven, it's hard not to be tempted.
Yeah, for sure.
Lost to the flame. But we do see a huge turnaround, and you can see what that's done for Team Spirit. They've pulled out an M4A1 into your second round, obviously slightly cheaper, and while Disbalance is off to a flying start with his scout, he does take the head off of Simple with a nice repeak. And he's even managed to partner up with Mir for a double.
I know when we were watching Navi the other day on Nuke against Mad Lions, Acor was well and truly aware of the tendencies of Boomich dropping on top of main, ready to deal with that with the AWP round after round. Disbalance could easily do the exact same thing, but Flamey with 2 massive shots here to at least put this into a 2-on-3. This one here becomes winnable for Navi if Perfecto can find a third. The bomb, it's outside lobby. There's a minute left on the clock. There's no reason they can't get in this, and Flamey, he gets a chance at another.
Yeah, Disbalance does ward him off, and while losing his teammate Perfecto does mean Chopper gets the double. Both of them pushing in eventually and just scavenging what little they can. It's 2-0. Navi coming in now with the AK-47s. See how this one shapes up. But Disbalance was tested on Yard. Deagle's in Yard. It's obviously not an easy fight, but just baiting that first shot. And this is a lovely double from Flame. They didn't catch that second frag. Look at that. Lovely clean through the door.
All right, well, a couple of nice shots there as Perfecto stunned at just how nice those shots were from Flamey. It's going to be a couple of Glils, 3 AK-47s, decoys. We saw that the other day as well. So the decoys were used, I believe it was by Vitality, to kind of act as a bit of a fake to bait out an early Molotov. And we know that Mir likes to throw that to deal with the smoke walls. Now the L block will land. Mir doesn't have the Molotov to extinguish and put a hole in that one. Flamey's going to open the door. Get a rude shot because Chopper's on the other side. He's actually tucked on down the vent. So if they go for a vent pop here, Chopper would be set up for a couple. Molotov for Electronic over towards the vent. Simple now going to Molotov behind the bomb box, and away they go. It's a top site set piece.
Oh, this feels very good. Okay, so to receive them, what have they got? It's SDY. Disbalance. On Heaven, SDY on Hut. That's the setup. Now, Flamey's been lining this damn smoke up this whole time, so he is going to go for it. Smoke main, molly vent, and push. SDY tucked in. He's been found out, though. Nice recovery. Disbalance with the orb. Dropping into the site. Magic's hoping to catch one off guard, but now they've lost the site. Likely going to lose the round. It is...
Oh, good nade.
Significant damage dealt to Boomich. And they do have 3 members left. It's not like they're out of this one, but their positioning suggesting a passive stance. He's hoping to catch Simple's cursory glance on Squeak, but back it away.
They're calling it. All right, the save call. It's the right play from Team Spirit here. They're just going to hold on to these rifles and play again in the next round. Navi, that was an actually well-rehearsed execute. You don't normally say that with Navi. It tends to be, oh, they found some trades and Simple's got the third.
In they go.
It's a round that they've worked on. They've even had a couple of bits of fake in there with those decoys towards Yard to bait out the extra utility. So well thought out for Navi on their first gun round, and it's clear intention as to why they picked Nuke here today. Want to keep this one as clean as possible even. It's interesting to note that they go without a top hut Molotov, so they're hoping that their flashes are good enough to deal with that top hut player so they can get room onto the floor and then find themselves a couple of kills like we just saw. And now talking through the buy will be Spirit. Looks like a swag 7 for SDY. That's a great gun to be holding towards Squeaky Door or Hut. Magic's onto the Famous, so it's decent buy for round number 4. Navi again operating with a Galil, 4 AKs and all that utility. No decoys for the silly business this time. There you go. So Mir, he's going to get what he wants. Molotov on top of main, and that is extinguishing one of the smoke grenades, making it bloom a little bit too early, and a massive gap in the smoke wall. And Chopper's even found Boomage. So nice little duel there as the in-game leaders go toe-to-toe towards the vent. Now what can Navi do? Still, 4 players survive, and 3 of which are heading over towards ramp. There's 2 players here. Idis Balance and Magix currently reside, and this off angle from Idis Balance could get him a couple of kills, a bit of a bag of frags. They're out of utility now, Navi. It's just Molotovs and 1 flash, so they need to hit shots with a minute on the clock.
Yeah, they just used it towards ramp, and it's not got them any frags. Will they expect this balance? It's such an off angle, and Perfecto was locked in by the molly. It's a perfect partnership. RV, just 3 coming into ramp now. Magix duck down. It'll be disbalanced to call for the contact, and they peek up. It's very strong. You can see how little options there were for Navi to succeed there, and a nice AK upgrade. He'll take that all day.
Okay, well, 3 players on Navi can purchase into AKs. Flamey can get into a Galil and Electronic.
Just on the ladder?
Yeah, so when the bullets are in the belly like this, they're not going to miss, and Boomage, he cops one. So the vision remains as the giggles start for SDY, and this is a good start from Team Spirit. At least they're competitive in the early stages. Navi have opted in with that buy. Flamey hasn't gone for the Galil. He wants a full bag of utility. We've got a Tech 9 instead, a P250 for Electronic. The things we've seen that weapon do in recent times have been absolutely mad. And again, Navi smoke wall, it's going to get in trouble. It's going to be forced off the line by Mir. And that's just 1 Molotov. He's done that several rounds in a row now. Navi will need to adjust their approach.
That's Boomage gone down. Perfecto trying to trade off, and he's managed to pull it out of the bag. Simple has spotted SDY, but SDY just ignores him. Simple still yet to get a frag. It was his teammates that do, and now with the Tech 9, Flamey goes 1 for 1. This is chaos. They've managed to get the bomb down the vent, though, and Simple hoping to catch the hunt. This is risky business. Very sketchy stuff. Simple's aware that they'll likely check the 1 corner, but not the other. SDY does sweep in, and now Electronic asked to clutch with only a P250 against fully bought up rifles. I don't like his chances, Chad. He's going to have such a precise first shot. Reactionary, calm, not to be. Disbalanced has got the first frag necessary, and well, Diffuse comes in for 4. Spirit really looking to lock down this CT side. I mean, Navi, they invested all their schmeckles, come up with nothing. In fact, look at this Electronic and Simple with 1 frag between them to start off our half.
So not activated just yet, the Superstar duo, and Electronic did have a real crack at it here, but you can see baiting the steps SDY, and Electronic thought he could get the better of that and isolate a duel. Well, he isolated the duel, but didn't win it. There's still more smiles for Spirit, so they're having a great time over there on the other side of things. You can see a full buy against the partial of Navi. That plant has given them the opportunity to limp in with some Tech 9s, Deagles, and smoke grenades. Now, they really have to deal with this early Molotov. You can see it again on top of that main roof. It means that they will have to stagger their smokes, do them later, or have a smoke wall that doesn't actually cross the path of that molly right there. Now, this is the change up. They're throwing them a little bit later. This is the standard wall of secret smokes. Here actually getting a big chunk of damage.
Significant damage in his spray, catching the tail end of Electronic. They continue their walk up. So they don't know how many, if any, have crossed, but that's Chopper's responsibility to answer that question. He's rotated down the vent and, well, drop an early smoke to keep them at bay. Now, the likelihood is the electronic mollies Chopper straight out of the staircase, and so he backs away. They get some more space to stretch their legs. Simple, unwilling to completely commit to the lower site yet. They've got a lot of control here. There's only Chopper. And he's gone. If they can stop that ramp rotate, it won't be easy. Magic's got multiple targets. He's been spotted out by Simple. Getting the bomb down is a big step in the right direction. And Simple finding another frag gives them enough leeway to do so. Disbalance eye already on the scope. Doesn't want to make a sound cue. Looking for that hunt. He knows there will likely be one close. Oh, and the tip of the head spotted, but he misses his shot. Boom, it's just with just Tech 9s. Navi have got a round out of this, and missing his shots is Simple. Now SDY into the site. Good chaos, though. Perfecto continues to just deter, and I think that's enough for Disbalance, yeah. He'd swapped over to the rifle to give it a go, but there wasn't the necessary frags coming in time. That's a Navi half-by win.
Yeah, and while the two men that we mentioned weren't making too much of an impact, Electronic and Simple get both opening kills onto the lower bomb site, so showing up when they need to and getting around on the borders. Yeah, he might go down here if he's not careful. Flamey's hunting. The bomb going off might spur Flamey forward with the sound of footsteps. Oh. He's moving. The knife's out. Flamey, check your corners. Mir's not shoot. Oh, Mir went down to the bomb. Oh my God, I missed that completely.
See him disappear?
No, I was so trained. I was like, oh, we've turned X-ray off.
Oh, X-ray off. That's funny.
Never mind. He died to the bomb. Don't I look like an absolute tit? All right.
Oh, that was funny. I
was so committed to that. I was like, all right, he's going to go.
Oh, he's pushing. Where did he go? Oh, there's a body.
Oh, wait, there is that body. Never mind. Sorry.
We turned X-ray off. That's so funny. Boom. Oh, watch out. Check your corners, Flamey. Check your corners, bro.
God damn it. All right, well.
Oh, it's usually me. I'm so happy it happens to Chad as well. Okay.
All right, well, the buy, it's looking good still for Team Spirit. The saved gun, I was going to say guns, but clearly gun. Zydus Balance has taken lobby space. Flamey, you're going to get 4 angry Team Spirit members in your face.
Yeah, this is going to be a very unfun duel. Flamey's so staring at Squeaky. He's already been spotted out. You can see the barrel and a headshot dink. God damn, Flamey.
Flamey, run!
Desperately trying to get away. He doesn't go for the wall bang. Wanted to see the Hail Mary from Magic's, but they've got 4 down the lower site. Again, it's just Chopper, the canary in the coal mine. He will be the early warning sign. He's got Disbalance rotating in. He's flirting with the idea of a HE. It would have done a lot of damage, and it certainly will now. Trying to find Electronic. It does just soften up Perfecto, but he's found Disbalance all onto Chopper still. And Simple finding the frag necessary. Access to the site granted. One on the ramp room deterred. He could drop his util. He's got a perfect set of util to lock him out of ramp.
They should save again right now. They don't know the damage that's been done. And Simple wants more. Look at that.
Yeah, does he? Jesus.
Yeah, it's a save call.
Flamey's already on top site.
Look how low. Flamey, Electronic, the Walking Wounded, Perfecto and Simple half HP as well. If Spirit knew that the damage they'd done, maybe they'd consider at least hanging around to take away a couple of these weapons, but having to hold on to their own, you can see tucking in now towards T-Spawn will be Mir. SDY, he does want a few exits. He might get a couple. Simple leading the charge. Electronic not far behind. Okay, there's Flamey now. The position of SDY given up. Simple wants the trade, not able to get it. Good damage from SDY. He'll even hold on to his rifle.
Take those. 2 kills. Does just chip away at the Navi bank balance, and they've got plenty of cash to splash. Timeout called by Spirit as they look to work out how they want to make this next following round. They've got 2 saved M4s. And that was the frag that confirmed the round. It was a hunt from Simple. Can't believe he went for this. Didn't need to. Wanted to. Just getting his mojo flowing.
Well, it's pretty clear that they have a free avenue once they get down secret. They're not being harassed. It's just that smoke and then a simple Molotov to push them back.
But it's just Chopper, the poor guy. That's twice where it feels like he's been given an impossible task. You can see Disbalance did rotate down this time.
His head popped off, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't get to catch how he was trying to provide a resistance. But it doesn't look like they're going to be doing anything around these rifles, so you just got 2 M4s. What do you do when you've got something like this? Do you want to just charge at lobby, or you're hoping that Navi just overcooked the pot?
So I guess 2400 as the loss bonus in the next round means that they probably can buy with Famises and low utility. But the 2 M4s right now, I would want to see them together, going for a little bit of an aggressive combo. They're actually going to separate them. So Mir's just having the standard stance towards Yard and gets a freebie.
Brave boy over the smoke and disappearing before their very eyes. That's going to put a big spanner in the works of Navi's take. Because look, Simple was only positioned to throw util.
Well, that's really going to slow things down here, because if Electronic was tasked with finding space and calling out rotations, he can't do that. SDY and Mir are the combo with the M4A1Ss towards Yard. Boomich now, normally he throws that smoke from top of main. He's trying to do it from a different angle and fill the void that Electronic has left. And they will have to get past the pistols. If they go lower, they're in for one, but SDY is going to get the timing here.
He's pushed him. That's nasty. Giving them a real run for their money here with just 2 M4s. First 2 frags are theirs. I mean, they've got 3 unarmored opponents. You'd think Navi've still got a shot. They do take ramp.
If they're quick about it, they can get into lower and set up a post plant, but they've taken too long. Chopper's down here now. SDY is there as well. Look at this, 4 players from Team Spirit have already made their way into the lower bomb site.
Yeah, they're playing it perfect. They're using their numbers against them. And now, every duel you'll take, there'll be someone from the other side of the map to peppering you with this CZ75.
They're going to push the stairs on that molly.
They do. Simple, only the one. Flamey and Simple up against this, what was supposed to be an eco. He can see him, does adjust, dropping down into the site now, but Disbalance has taken his teammate away from him. Getting pushed, and it's Mir to convert it. They make it work. Spirit, they had nothing. 2 rifles and 3 just on the flat eco. Thank you, Mir. Finding that opening frag onto Electronic really took the wind out of the Navi sails.
Yeah, might need to tighten things up, Navi, here just a little bit, because you can't be dropping rounds like this. Team Spirit are no slouches, and they almost get away with a clean round here. It felt very, very good. Simple puts up a little bit of resistance. Sure, it takes away a gun or 2, but all in all, Team Spirit have to be extremely happy with that. 2 AK-47s carried forward into the next. That's a great upgrade from the M4A1Ss. And now they're going for some yard control. Look at this. 3 players, very aggressive, using their smokes to their advantage to hold Boomich back. But Electronic's already found SDY. This is different. He's found a second too. Electronic wants more.
Oh my God, look at him. Low HP, trying to punish. Disbalance is now on the back foot, running away. Boomich is on the hunt as well. And how he can slip down Secret. I can't believe Electronic managed to get a double there. Mantling on the box. I'd be kicking myself. And some of the most influential members of our previous Spirit overcoming with only 2 rifles have now both been taken down. Disbalance responsible for Secret, and it is only a low HP Electronic. Likely going to just sit there. He hasn't even bothered to reload. That's how quickly he took that space.
I feel like SDY must have gone down through the smoke there. I'm not sure if there was an icon or not, but he was trying to use that to cover off towards the top of Silo. That was a very, very huge set of kills there from Electronic to set Navi up for what should be a round, but they still have 50 seconds to work with, and if Disbalance can catch 1 or 2 slouching with that AWP, they're back in this. Choppers towards main, Magic still up towards the rafters, and it does look like Navi want to finish towards the A bomb site. This could be a catastrophe for them.
Oh, that flash really does just completely seal the deal, but Magic does put up some resistance. They know where he is, and he's not going to get much further. Caught by the scope. Bomb goes down for an extra bit of cash for Simple. Doesn't quite get it. 800, or rather 600 for the plant.
Oh,
that was it, yeah. Wow, so it just pre-fired the cross.
Didn't show as a smoke kill. That's so strange. Because it was clearly straight through the smoke there, so that's an odd one to see, but Electronics will be counting his lucky stars, and I think once you see SDY's name fill the kill feed, if you've done your homework at all on Team Spirit, you know that they've gone for that yard control setup with Disbalance close red with the AWP, and Mir even closer towards the silo. So really, really good stuff from Electronic there, getting his revenge from the previous round, and Team Spirit have gone all in. They've purchased AWP, 2 rifles, a UMP and a CZ75, light utility to work with, and Disbalance tries his luck at a pick. He's very lucky to get away with his life there.
I like it, though. I like the attempt. Ugh. That's twice Disbalance has been put on notice very early on. They're actually going to boost him up rafters. You can see this is a nice little partnership. They get him all the way up.
He can even pick towards yard now, so Electronic needs to be careful. Not just Chopper to deal with, but Disbalance towards top ladder.
Oh, look at them dancing around one another in this warehouse duel. Chopper, is he aware that there's a potential? Because at the moment, he's so focused on red container. I think Electronic may have slipped the net.
Pressure on ramp now, and it's being left open. Disbalance just from ladder base with the AWP. Well, Magic's getting there too.
So as they go ramp, Electronics closing in on Heaven. And there he is. Disbalance has been rumbled. Now Magix is getting caught, and they just flood into the ramp room. Big picks from Navi to start off this round. SDY does take some initiative and takes the head off of Flamey. Low sight hit. Chopper's the only one there, tucked in and hoping not to be swept through. Simple is going to have to find him because he's already got one. Finally, it's Boomich. Comes around on the rafters. There is another frag to be found. All three from Boomich. Round one, equalizing. Navi 5, Spirit the same, and now an eco to swallow.
Oof, all right, well, at this point, Team Spirit, with that all-in investment in the previous, they have to sit back and hope that they're able to get a couple of gun rounds going forward in this half because they're about to lose the lead. Great work from Boomich here. You can see him mopping up with the spam. 2 big kills, almost lining up for him there as SDY and Mir will fall. And yeah, Navi about to grab the lead in this one, assuming they can convert against these pistols. It will be a P250 for Chopper, and SDY is actually gone in with the Zeus. Bent elbow smokes towards yard. Boomich has an idea that I just balance, trying to lurk in plain sight and get spammed through that smoke down to 60. And meanwhile, Electronic has just quietly crept across towards Secret and has so much control. You can see how late he can play, and well, he doesn't need to play late right now. Mir peers up. He does get the dink, so great work from Mir, and Chopper gets the follow-through, so they're going to get themselves an AK. That's good information. That's a misthrown molly from Boomich. It's gone a little bit too wide, actually outside of the map.
Oops.
They haven't picked up the AK yet.
I think that was enough of a deterrent. Simple, holding a very, very tight line. SDY can jiggle that, no worries. But the molly does completely force him out, and that Zeus probably not going to get him too far anymore. I like the hut Zeus, but not many other places it's going to work wonders. And there is the AK retrieval.
He gets away.
He's gotten away with it.
Look at those moves from Chopper. This should be just a cleanup now from Navi. I wouldn't be expecting too much resistance. Maybe SDY with this Zeus can get perfecto, and he will. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, this is
now
a round.
SDY's caught another. Maybe he can guard that bomb. It is only Boomich. Tags him up. No armor from SDY. He needs a precise headshot. Boomich closing the door, dropping the vents. He's managed to create a gap, and SDY is going to have to start the chase. Knife out, going doors side. Boomich to plant. SDY's fast on this. Playing with the doors. 10 seconds, he's rotting the clock. Boomich is in an awkward set of circumstances, and he hits the headshot. That's a clutch right there. SDY makes a round out of nothing. A Zeus kill is how that starts, and it finishes with a 1 versus 3. Huge play from As Some Die Young. Let's see this again. So 1, finding the second, gets the AK, catches Flamey. Bomb dropped in an awkward spot. Boomich does well to make a round out of it. And just that door play, look at this, it rots him, pulls off the clock, and then pulls him off into a crazy little headshot, yeah. Filling his lungs with some fresh oxygen after that one. Magic's a sharp inhale. We're back into round 12, though, with some pace, as a lot of smokes have been thrown outside. Not going to be seeing that Molotov successfully stop this time from Mir.
They're going to have to respect this, because when Navi have thrown the standard secret wall smokes, they've sent at least 4 players down on 2 or 3 occasions right now. And now they're just going to go for this top piece. So we already have Magic's lower. Is it enough?
Pre-smoke on the hut to stop the molly. Gives SDY some room to maneuver. Kind of like it. He's still there. He's being forced off now. Mirzo is in perfect partnership, dropping off the hut. Flamey can't find it. It's chaos, and it's all favoring Team Spirit. Finally, something for Electronic. Oh, hard shot. Simple can't control it. Can't get disbalance, but Electronic can still frag. Oh, and Electronic's popping off. He's been hunted down by Magix. The wallbang from Simple does level the odds a little bit. 52 HP for Magix. Bombs on Simple's back, and he is heading towards the trophy room where he's faking the steps. Magic's hunting him, and he's found the headshot necessary. 2 close rounds. Coming down to 1v1s, despite Electronic putting in a solid shift. It falls to Spirit, 7. Let's see that again from his POV, because this was just a P250. That was the AK. Nearly turned it back on the SDY and Spirit boys, giving them a taste of that P250 weapon pickup. Magic's well handled.
I want to be very critical of Navi here. If you were joining us the other day when it was Mad Lions versus Fnatic, and we were kind of letting Mad Lions off the hook for losing those low-buy rounds to Fnatic time and time again on Inferno, well, Mad Lions are a new team. Navi don't have the same excuse, and two of the big rounds that they've dropped here have been against two saved M4s, and now a round where there was a Zeus in play and a P250. That was literally it. And Navi, they're the type of team to tilt. They just lost another round, and Simple was the one who lost the 1v1. So at this point of the game, unless Navi can steal one back...
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, Electronics AK has been put to bed before it can get out of hand, and oh, Disbalance, a very unfortunate miss. Does mean Perfecto can take him down. Oh no, if this translates into a round, Disbalance is going to be very red-faced. Another tag from the scout puts Magix on notice, down to 15. Oh, I thought SDY was going for another look. Why is Perfecto's scout so scary? They're grouping up.
All three are fighting. It's going to be all 6 members towards Yard.
And another frag. It's working. The scout alone has made the round out of nothing. Simple went down early. Electronic recovering a frag and a rifle that now sits on Boomich. He's gone down. Perfecto, go on Perfecto, finishes it with 4. Magnificent stuff. Can't find the rifle. He doesn't need a rifle. He's broken Team Spirit, and Navi win one of those back.
Yeah, and they had to. I was starting to tell the story.
Yeah.
I felt that if Navi weren't able to score one back in a round in this kind of fashion...
I'm sorry, Disbalance missing that shot on Warehouse and then proceeding to get scouted. Really nasty way to lose a round.
And we don't often see our Disbalance miss, especially a sitter like that, where he's not even looking in his general direction. So all in all, Navi really do steal one back, and probably deserved considering how those earlier rounds dropped.
Yep.
Team Spirit got away with a couple. Now Navi have got one back, and the scoreline sitting 7-6 in favor of Team Spirit here. But with their money broken at this juncture of the game, it was looking like they maybe could have pulled away with a 10-5 half. Now it's looking good for Navi to get 8-7. Electronic with an opening. He has a chance for more here. He's lurked into Warehouse.
Using those bent elbow smokes to passage into Warehouse unknown. Balance. Oh, they're pushing lobby. Flamey sticking around. He needs Perfecto's help, and that's the help provided. There you go.
Good impact from Perfecto here, having a game of it, and we've seen him have a couple where he does pop off, and he's putting a lot of impact, 20+ kills, helping his team out when they need it, and they do need it now. As I was mentioning, it's just Navi are the type of team who, yeah, sure, they chuckle and they laugh a bit more than what we've previously seen. They are still well and truly one of the teams who tilt the most in Counter-Strike. A clean one here as Perfecto will find the 3rd in the round. And now Navi will go up against $2,000 at best for Team Spirit in round number 15. So surely they don't lose another one of these. If they do, Navi, out of the 8 potential rounds they may have lost in this first half, 3 of which would have been to low buys, 2 of which have already definitely been to low buys. See how they fare. They have all the goodies, AK-47s, upgraded pistols for every single member of Navi. That's when you know things are going well. Full kits of utility. And away they go. No dramas with the L-block smoke this time. And Molotov from Mir to deny. Chopper will rotate down. The vent has to get a move on in case they do trundle down secret like we have seen them go for time and time again. They love to pressure this top site. This might be a double pump, so Perfecto selling a bit of a fake. They're not actually going to commit on towards A, but still SDY takes out Electronic.
Ooh, and another attempt. This time it's Boomich with a lovely collection. Gets both. And just Disbalance. Unfortunately, he's got a Molotov with his name on it, forced out of heaven. Chopper, though, is in a position to cause a little bit of an uproar, and they are low.
Very low.
So I like the smoke. It does enable them to plant safe. A second, just for safe measure, on towards main. Now, Chopper's position losing its shine. Simple has tucked himself in towards the CT vent. Hello, and goodbye. Great shooting from Simple. And they close out the half. They win the half. Navi, it was a very brutal affair. Back and forth. Anti-eco victories. Well, couldn't get closer. 8-7. Let's see what happens after the break.
Of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We got 2 hearts that beat in time, and the towers looking down all night, blocking out the sun up in here. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Stay up all night.
So with Team Spirit, 7 rounds to the good. They head to the T side up against Navi. So 8-7, second map, first game of the day. Get some North American Counter-Strike awaiting you upon the conclusion of this. Rugrats in the lower bracket, sending the Whalers home, now facing Chaos, who are the 4th in command in America as it currently stands. I've got Mr. Chad Michael Birchall.
Oh, middle name and everything.
Why not?
No relation to Chad Michael Murray.
And
more of a heartthrob
Alexander Brandon Richardson here to bring you all of the action. Let's get into it. Round 16 and a little bit of util for the in-game leader. Chopper's going to be throwing out a full set. Wonder what he's got in store for us with that HE. Could be for the door. 2
P250s, one for Magix, one for Mir as well. So the star duo working outside.
Yeah, it's going to be an intimidating partnership and one that Navi can pair up with their own. Electronic part of the duo gone. Mir using that P250s across to Secret. And it is the very best weapon for those long-range engagements. See Magix and Mir with an armored P250. That should strike fear into the CT side.
Chopper's nade set means they can stay very flexible here. They don't have to go for a set piece that they called from spawn.
And in contrast to the Glock as well, just that P250, finishing my point there, it has the same damage range as the FAMAS. In contrast to the Glock, Simple gets 2 of them on his lobby push. He's so low though. Mir gets brought low.
Oh,
he's got 0 bullets. He gets Mir, but he's got 0 in the chamber. What have you got for us, Chopper? I'd like to see him give it a good go. There is certainly a world where he can make this very costly. Of course, stopping the bomb plant is a big priority from Navi, and he's going to try and plant in that smoke. Okay, Simple's found. That was the 1 HP Simple. He's desperately going to go for the plant. A fake hoping to draw Perfecto out from Decon. Ramp push as well. God, this is a messy one. Oh, good find. He's taken down the very healthy Chopper. And now, divide and conquer. He knows Decon, and he knows likely ramp. Perfecto's push, and he hits it as well. Chopper, he's making this round more than winnable. He's practically done it. Boomich has got 3 HP. He spots him out. Just finished the job. It's a headshot for style points. Chopper, 4 kills. What a clutch. 1 versus 4 against Navi.
We highlighted some of Chopper's impact there on Overpass, but this is just a different kettle of fish altogether. It felt like Simple had done more than enough here. Look at him mauling him towards lobby, even able to get a 3rd over towards main, and you think to yourself, it's a 4-on-1. In what world does Chopper win this? Well, in one
no armor,
they
4v1.
extend 1 at a time, and give him one-on-one duels. So perfect work from Navi there to gift Chop Chop a big clutch. As the tilt rounds in the first half weren't enough to unravel Navi, that one surely is. They've forced Sport back in.
Oh, wow.
I think we're going to a third map.
Yeah, I think after that one, I think the salt mines are being excavated by the Natus Spinseer roster. Pickaxes on their shoulders, they're heading to work.
It's just, you consider the rounds that they've dropped, right? Out of the 8 rounds that they've lost, 3 of which they definitely shouldn't have. And here they're about to lose another as Mir sends Flamey falling down the ramp. His ragdoll-like carcass just quickly getting flatlined. There will just be 4 members remaining for Navi now. They want to take some space. They might be able to get a timing on STY because he needs to get the bomb. So if this smoke starts to fade and they push into lobby, STY could be in a lot of trouble. There it is, the smoke fading. Will get one. They've seen the bomb right now. They need to chase Navi. They need to pressure, but they've let him get away. So STY, counting his lucky stars.
Oh, that wallbang from Perfecto actually did significant damage. Chopper's patrolling top site, and he has met Electronic. Just a CZ winning the duel. Shouldn't affect the outcome of the round too much, and they're already down the lower site getting that bomb down. So the CT's probably just becoming scavengers, seeing what little they can muster.
I feel that Navi, they're playing some very messy rounds of Counter-Strike here, and I guess that's standard for them because they rely a lot on their individuals of Simple and Electronic to get a haul of frags. Perfecto, 16 kills for him, instrumental within that first half. Especially on that scout round, it broke the money of Spirit late. Otherwise, we could have been looking at a Team Spirit first half victory. But all in all, it doesn't matter. They're up to 9. And Navi will have to take just an eco. So it will be the MAC-10, the CZ-75, and a Deagle for them to work with in round number 3 here in the second half. As hiding in plain sight will be Spirit. They're just going to all hide in the control room. And you can see that Electronic does have a MAC-10 and that CZ-75 as the sidearm. He can drop one of those over, whichever one he doesn't want to wield. And they're able to have a little bit more of a potent spread of their weapons in the next round. This is Electronic, so he's baited the vent noise, knowing that a rotation might come his way, swung off the ladder and dealt with Chopper very easily. It was a good kill, nice little maneuver there. But all in all, Team Spirit handled that one. And look forward to getting round number 10. So let's take a look. It will be P250 for Flamey. Electronics kept the MAC-10. Simple's been given the CZ, and Boomich has just held on to that USP, prioritizing a bit of a smoke here. So seeing if they can force Team Spirit into maybe some of their more potent weaponry. Smoke towards Squeaky, that'll deny a top rush.
Outside action. I don't fancy Electronics' chances of holding this with a MAC-10.
If he can get a flash from a teammate, then maybe he can go for a biff. But yeah, you're right. It's not the weapon for the job.
Oh, and Disbalance catching Perfecto. That was the main player. Boomich has tried to fill the gap and does dive down the vents. Mir reveals himself, and now, well, main's very open. Oh, and another frag found. Disbalance deals with Flamey. Navi giving them these 1v1s, and, well, it's not even 1v1, to be honest. It's a whole squad out there in Yard.
This is another round on the board. It's Simple and Boomich. Sure, it's a 5-on-2 situation. Sure, I just said Simple's name, but Team Spirit are looking clean. They're playing as a unit here off of each other, making sure they're in trade distance. They're not giving away too many picks, too many fights of unnecessary fashion. And if you're Simple and Boomich, you're just hoping to see if you can grab one of these 2 AKs. Maybe even the glue will work. Financial damage is all they can really hope for here. Boomich spots up 1. He's going to get tagged down to 60. Wants to try and find a new angle to fight with, as SDY is coming to take that space away from him. So if he's listening, Boomich, you will have heard the footsteps. You can definitely hear them now. And you've been spotted. So up he goes. Boomich eventually goes down, and it's just going to be Simple, the last man standing. He's only going to get $100 per kill with this CZ, so really just taking armor and weapons away. But nobody's close enough. Let's take Disbalance down at range. Eventually he falls. And a relatively clean round for Spirit there, because I'm sure Disbalance wanted to upgrade into an AWP anyway.
Doing him a favor.
Yeah, making sure he doesn't have to have that tough decision where Chopper's like, no, hold on to the Galil.
Have a Galil, young man. That's enough.
You'll finish what's on your plate before you leave the table.
That comes after the main course.
Well, Navi get a bye. And after how that pistol round started, a 4-on-1 loss to Chopper, I'm sure that they're ready, willing, and able to get stuck back in. Kits, 2 of them. Molotovs, plenty. Smokes are looking good too. So Navi have everything they need besides an AWP or an AUG for Simple, something he's been using a lot recently. They need to find some impact, and they need to find it now. Look at this. Mir's already pushed Flamey away. Simple. Very brave to go for a wide swing there.
What about it?
He can't reface this either. It's a left eye peek for Simple. He cannot help Flamey. That means Boomich and Flamey are locked onto the lower site. And now Team Spirit can take their time. We know they love to walk around in these mid-round situations. So with a minute 10 left on the clock and all of Ramp Room being under their remit, they'll just leave Mir over towards this side of the map. They retooled towards lobby. You've also got Chopper passively outside behind T-Red. He'll be able to swing and come in late through main or even push around to heaven, depending on where the kills and damage is needed. But you can see this. 3 players about to walk out squeaky. I just bounced through the hut. And away they go.
Okay. Simple. Scanchi caught the Chopper lurk. And look at the gap Electronic working with it. Ah, it was such a good gap. He just pulled the trigger a little early, and now Magix has filled the feed. They're so hesitant. And now, oh, a squandered spray. This is very messy from Navi. Electronic can't bail them out. Boomich can. Bomb's loose. He knows he's being pressured, trying to flash off the push, but Disbalance hits the wall bang, and there's 2 versus 1. They're lining up, and that was the bomb carrier. Disbalance gets it off the vent, though. Quick shots. Nice work. Disbalance bailing him out. That could very well have been Navi's 9th.
I don't understand how Team Spirit are able to just stand and posture.
They waited
in a
so
choke
long.
Point. They're in the choke point of Squeaky Door for what felt like a lifetime. And just 3 of them just jiggle, just wait for the push, just wait for the pick. And then eventually they crack open the site. The players from Navi, they overpeak, and that's a massive round. That's the first gun round. That's the pistol. That's the conversions against the Force. They've done the hardest part of the game right here. And right now for Team Spirit, they're really set up to win map number 2 and take us to the 3rd, which will be Dust 2. There's a lot on the line here. Life in IEM Beijing rests on this one as Electronic's life. It almost flickers before his eyes. Running through that main Molotov will take a big chunk of damage down to 44. Being forced down towards B. He's going to drop his smoke grenade, and that's one of the very few that they were working with in this pistol upgrade. SDY is tasked with making sure there's no lobby aggression that can flank their yard players as they continue to take space, and Mir leading the charge again. He's going to be tasked with going top ladder.
Kind of like the positioning from Mir and Magix. Just look how much powerful control they're exuding. He's got full yard. Mir has the freedom to walk all the way up here. Now, I assume that the setup from Navi's accounted for this. Admittedly only on pistols, but yeah, Perfecto's just going to be holding heaven from in sight. That's not fun. Not fun at all. Sound cue made. Perfecto knows heaven's been given up.
There's the one way to peer into topside as well. So Team Spirit are making this very awkward for Navi. What are you meant to do?
You push lobby and you get caught by SDY. Now into the top site they come, and wow, Boomich's patience has been rewarded. A 3rd arriving. He tries to push in. Disbalance eventually bests him. Good deagle work from Boomich. Unfortunately, not enough to translate into a round. It's Electronic and Simple, though. Not ones I'd willingly write out early. And there is an AK-47 full of 29 bullets for Electronic to start working his craft. No kit and no teammate either. Might not just have to walk away from this one.
It's a good attempt from Boomich there. I think he felt there was a lot more pressure than expected coming through that heaven position. If he'd actually stayed towards Tetris, maybe he could have even found that 3rd, because he was on a heater right there. A couple of big shots from Boomich and necessary ones. You can see the scores for the CT side. We've got 16 kills for Perfecto, 14 for Simple, 12 for Boomich. You've got 13 here for Electronic and 8 for Flamey. Team Spirit are actually getting this done. That's 12 now. You can almost touch those 16 rounds. Just 4 more to find, and they are looking good to do so. Must have been expecting Nuke to be played today, as there's the 2 from Boomich, and that's about the highlight of the round. I just balance finding the trade as Boomich tries to reposition. And as soon as he silences Simple coming through hut, Electronic has no option. And I'm glad that we're seeing the smiles in the faces of Spirit. It means the mood in the camp is high. And realistically, if we're going to be honest with how this matchup is framed, sure, it's an elimination. Sure, both teams could find themselves getting knocked out of IEM Beijing, but the pressure is on Navi. They are the heavy favorites, the big daddy of the region.
Lots of smokes flying through the sky. 4 of Team Spirit's already leaving their hands. This is a fast pace to their utility, but is it the fast pace to their play? They haven't double pumped. They do have a flashbang coming in from Mir. Will it be the go? Nothing. Instead, pivoting. They're heading towards ramp room, and they've got a double setup here, the CTs. Flamey's deciding to tuck in. Let Simple take that first fight, and it works well for the first. Simple, you really gonna repeat? There's Flames down. I know he's tempted. Burning, gonna get deterred. 4-on-4 then. Round 21. Much more action to be seen. The bomb's still loose, and Disbalance just making sure he clears back through lobby safely. So they've done full topside utility. They've then shown ramp. There is still only Boomich rotated into the lower site. It's a very odd turn of events.
Yeah, and the pace change for them just to go ramp there, it was basically dry. So this is quite strange here from Spirit, but it's working. And now they have this 4-on-4. They're hoping Navi move a lot, and they are. Look at Simple.
An AWP duel hut.
If he pushes into this, IDisbalance will get him every day of the week. Look how much information they've given up, Navi. They have nobody towards ramp.
Just hedging their bet.
Oh, Spirit is so agonizingly slow. I'm getting impatient for Navi.
Oh, now this flash is squeaky. Here comes SDY, though. The smoke doesn't cover him up. Nice catch. Electronics stopped him in his tracks. Now it's another frag. It's Navi. Boys have locked this one down. And again, it's Spirit kind of hitting him with the Navi pace.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I guess it's years of watching Navi do this to other teams with different iterations of rosters, different in-game leaders.
The intention is to drive them insane.
All right, so we're going to do everything within the first 10 seconds of the round. We're going to throw all of our nades.
Until we have no time.
We're going to go ramp. We're going to get a kill. And then we're going to do nothing.
Nothing. No. Do you want to go lower and try and punish that 4-on-1? Nah.
Let them come to us. Now, I think Navi said the same thing. They're on the CT side. They're the ones with the clock in their favor. And an important round for them to pick up. Another note is they did manage to keep 3 members surviving. Perfecto going down there, trying to take that AWP away from IDisbalance in the final throws of that round. But they will be able to reinvest. No Molotov for Electronic. Small little note. Fast pace with some nades towards lobby and hut again, but no real intention behind it. Electronic is facing forward, and Simple's found a kill. IDisbalance with the AWP is down.
Well, Navi resurging. Opening kills, especially onto those candidates, and they just keep coming, it seems. What a stark contrast from the round before, Chad. This Counter-Strike is just peculiar.
It's goofy. I think that's probably the best way to look at this. I haven't.
Apparently, it's underrated. We should watch it. Should we watch it together?
Like the one from the 90s?
Popcorn? Yeah. It's apparently a very heartfelt story of fatherhood and young adulthood. And
okay, you know I'm all about that.
Family bonds. It's like your haiku without the volleyball and the homoeroticism.
Slice. Hey, there's none of that. They're high school kids.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it. Hunter x Hunter keeps getting recommended to me, though, so I think
I don't know if you love it.
No.
I reckon you'd like Haikyuu more than you like Hunter x Hunter.
I finished my Greek mythology anime.
That was quick.
That was quick. Yeah, it was only 13 episodes. 12 to 10, Navi closed it out as they were supposed to after the 3 opening frags they got in the opening 20 seconds. We'll see those in the highlight reel. So Simple did punish Disbalance's silo peak. He goes for something a bit different and then was ready and waiting for the response from SDY.
I'm not really worried, Alex, about the full gun rounds. I'm worried about the low buy situations and the number disadvantage situations.
So what, you mean the ones that they're supposed to win?
Those ones, yeah. And this is one of those because only 2 players for Team Spirit had enough money to buy. Instead, they've opted for Deagles, P250s, Glocks, and Scouts. So most likely a Team Spirit round here, just considering how things have been going.
Shut up. No way Simple's letting yard.
No way?
No way.
No, don't say that.
Oh, he's caught the boost on the blue box. He knows there's another.
Don't hit us with a Jason Mozo 200%.
I mean, I said no way. There's even, I would say a no way is a 90% prediction.
Okay, it's like a Rush prediction then.
Yeah. Oh, God, him and his confidence. Rush getting the day off, I'm glad. Jakey, big shout out to you for observing this game beautifully. Now, Simple is getting played with a little bit, and we saw how effective the scout from Perfecto was on red. Maybe Chopper can do something similar. But Simple is playing a very dangerous game, playing around with these angles. He knows, yeah, look at that. It's all it takes. One quick headshot from a scout. Electronic does manage to relieve the pressure, though. But how did Mir get here? Good grief, he's going to catch Electronic completely sleeping. Okay, slightly messy, but Navi surely not going to let this round go.
Navi needs to be giving Perfecto a bit of a pay rise after this game. He's bailed them out of a couple of big situations and making sure Mir didn't keep the AWP or pick up the rifle from Electronic is huge. Yeah, there was a real chance there still is. If Magix gets lower and plants the bomb,
he will.
I am feeling a little bit scared for Navi. A little bit more than scared.
It's a Magix Desert Eagle as well, need I remind you. He is one of the newest and most exciting names in the Desert Eagle department. And STY is even working on the flank. It seems perfectly timed, but here's Perfecto bailing him out. And Magic should likely get caught in this smoke. He is going to have just a moment to fire off his shot before they get the angle and the elevation necessary. So Navi collect an 11th.
They want to get the AWP right now, so that's why they're not defusing immediately. You don't need to be yelling at your screens, defuse the bomb, fly me. They just want the AWP, so trying to find that now, and it should be there. Unless...
Where did he throw it?
Can we find it? Oh, there it is. I knew it was there. He didn't have enough time to get away with it, so they've found it. Perfecto's picked it up. Boomage has an AK as well, so all in all, Navi, it got messy, but they got the big gun, and that's what they need to keep in Simple's hands.
Yeah, no, 100%. This started with a
Bosh.
lovely headshot onto Simple. It was just a matter of time. You could see he was like playing it cautiously, not giving them the fight, but eventually he wants the info, and that was what Chopper was banking on. So GG.bet, they do consider...
It's come down a lot. I think it was like 10-1 odds for Spirit at the start of this map.
Competitive on the second map, convincing our bookkeepers. Makers, they make the books, they don't keep them. That's accounting.
That's the guy that emailed us just the other day and said we got to do with him, Chris.
Giblies and Biblies.
That's the guy. Okay, well, Simple's going to poke his head up secret. And I disbalance. He is towards Yard, but not up on Silo, so it won't be the fight that Simple's looking for. Or the droids.
Yeah, but if they continue outside, Simple could not be in a better position to punish. That is a Molotov, but he manages to get the frag regardless. Just as the molly started to tingle his toes, he gets it. Electronic cautious with his spray. He knows they could be close. Anti-flash by looking at the floor, and oh, he didn't spot him. Mir was trying to route the smoke just as Electronic evaporates. There's a lot of hunting going on. Electronic, though, he is a master of main. And that was the frag he was waiting for. Huge find. Wallbang confirms there's an AWP on red. SDY constantly lurking around Squeaky, and Navi are still set up to hold top site very vigilantly. Simple has secret on lock. I can't really hate on this setup. That's a smoke that causes doubt. Can they go vents is the question Simple's going to be asking. "35 seconds. Will look to be a top take, but Electronic's timing is perfection. He's caught Magic's just as he started his advance. Now the bomb's loose. Disbalance was an AWP spotted outside, so yeah, an unfun save call made. And a good round handled by Navi. Electronic has to get a lot of the credit there.
Yeah, he did a very good job. And I think that Mir and Electronic, if you look at those two individuals and the way that they play around smokes, you'll see a lot of similarities. They take a lot of risks, but they also have very, very good awareness of the timings, the corners of the smokes, and the cusps, and what to expect from the pushes of the enemy. This time round, Electronic getting the better of Mir.
Aww. Got some fun, uplifting news for you. After 3,000 hours, a pet fish has officially completed Pokemon Ruby. 3,000 hours it took it.
What? How?
I think when the fish swims left, it moves the character left, and when it swims up, the character goes up, and it completed Pokemon.
That's wild. All right, good job, fish.
It is a powerful place.
All right, well, this is the opening here from Simple, hanging around, and that's a big frag to find. He wasn't controlled by the crowd control Molotov, and here's Electronic with the kill into Mir. That one basically put the round in the favor of Navi, and that final frag into main was all we saw. The two weapons were saved, everybody else staying alive. And now we're at the business end. Navi have had an opportunity to build a little bit of a bank. You can see here Flamey operating with 8k, Simple with just under 5, Boomage with just under 8k as well. So they'll be safe for a buy in the next round if they do fall foul in round number 25. Magic's down to a Galil. Chopper operating with very low utility, but Idisbalance has the AWP, so it's time to see some impact from him, who's kept quiet on Overpass. They need him now.
They certainly do.
So much damage.
Yeah, but look at this from Mir. I don't know if Electronic's expecting the pace on this. He has just adjusted. It was enough of a sound cue to find Mir. One of Spirit's stars. Nil dampened. He's gone down. And even Chopper cancelling the secret descent after the loss of his teammate. He realizes he'd rather be a pack of 4. Potential ramp or topside finish. It does look like they're leaning trophy to 2 ramp room now. And Electronic in warehouse means he can get all that info on yard whenever he desires.
Ramp's the wrong call. Look at Simple.
Yeah, an AWP on ramp's hard to get past. You need to have good flashes or an AWP of your own. But no, Simple does take down the first peeker. He's got a flash for his second peek. Magix, however, does get caught by the push. Navi got this on lock. Disbalance digs him out of a very big hole. It's still deep, but he keeps digging. Another frag. Flamey gone. Ramp room lost. Boomich on the low site. 50 seconds, maybe. Chopper and Disbalance have still got a voice in this conversation. So he's going to have to get himself down that low site or play with fire that is that heaven wrap. That's Electronic's responsibility.
I think Chopper was faking some steps just there before deciding to continue with this ramp presence. And if Boomich just tucks in towards Decon and plays the sound cue of the bomb plant,
Deny the plant.
Yeah, he might be able to secure the round here as there's only 20 seconds left. And Team Spirit, they're going for this. They're
No
not
smoke.
saving.
They haven't got a smoke grenade, and that really would have solved a lot of their problems. Will they molly Decon? Will Disbalance be the one to plant? Seems it'll be that way.
Oh, he's just stuck it.
Cue? He lets them get the bomb down. But peeking is Electronic, and so Chopper's been handed a very nasty situation. Now, the bomb being down is something, but a smoke is on Electronic. Kit's on all of them. He'd have to time this perfectly. A fake, you can call that. Now the smoke is blooming. He's still not defusing. Okay, Electronic punching in the digits. 5, 4, 3, and Perfecto's holding. Nice work, Navi. That's a lot of consecutive CT rounds. I think that's the 4th. Make it the 5th, excuse me, now consecutively collected. Navi's map pick certainly seems that his defense has started to batten down the hatches.
Yeah, and that plant for Team Spirit gives them another crack at this. A great shot there from Disbalance. The pre-aim onto Simple, the quick fire shot, and then Flamey expecting the Molotov to be respected, not the case. But it was mopped up and well handled here from Navi. This plant is where we want to keep our attention, though, because it has allowed another buy onto the board for Team Spirit with the AK-47s. And see how quick they want to treat this one. Straight out hard.
Very fast. Look how flash Perfecto is. He still gets the frag. Finally shut down, but in his stead stands Flamey. So low. He's knocked the toes and the boots off of SDY. And look at Magix and Mir. They're practically walking on stumps as well. Into ramp room with 11 health combined. Disbalance is the one that brings up the average. Okay, Simple's already in a prime position. Left side of ramp locked down. Is he alone? No, he's got Boomich. Even Flamey. Oh, and they even nade off Decon. He spots it. Magix does manage to get away, but won't be planting anytime soon. Another nade, this time finding and finishing off the job of Flamey. Disbalance, all that health now gone. An AWP shot was all it took. Mir, very capable, but very low. Put lower, 14 by Navi. And they are now breaking the Team Spirit bank accounts.
Well, you see the difference between getting the plant and not getting the plant. Now it's just over that 3K mark. The 3,400 max loss bonus comes on through, and Perfecto did very well here to course correct and take down Chopper. That set Flamey up to come through and mop on up as well with a bit of an assist. And then easy as you like, and a big rotation from Navi. They gambled all 3 towards the lower side, and they gambled correctly, and that's going to be 14 on the board right now. Scoreline 14-12, and not far away from taking this in 2-0 fashion.
Intense. It's been very hard work.
Ooh, all 4 of them fast here. Electronic, what can you do?
Not too much. And, well, on the vent drop, Boomich gets away with it despite SDY holding it. He's got a lot of work ahead of him, and he's actually considering leaving Decon. Into the vents they go. Boomich trying to reposition. A smoke Decon is perfect. He's done a lot of this. Buying time for the rotate for his squad. Just loses a lot of its potency now as that smoke blooms.
Yeah, and somebody needs to make sure they're staying top heaven for Navi at this juncture, because if they don't cover the vent swing towards top side and they don't cover yard from secret, they could lose out the rotation game. Simple now realizing that's a problem, rotating back to help out Perfecto, has a lot of work to do. But as we can see, Team Spirit is sticking with the original
dude.
plan.
Navi have got strong crossfires every time they've come to this lower site. Here it comes again. I don't like the Boomich.
He's getting caught out.
He's going to get caught by the door timing, but doesn't seem to stop him getting a double. That's a big frag from SDY, and it makes the round winnable. Will Navi lose another one of these? SDY holding that bomb plant, and Simple's missed his shot. Enables the escape, but SDY doesn't finish his meal. He leaves Simple on his plate at 8 HP, and it makes it all the more difficult for Magix. Where is that other prong? It's Perfecto. Coming down the door's angle. No smoke, so they will have to find the frag, and Shouldn't be too hard. He says that. Simple doesn't go down. A good chance. Relieves the pressure. It's Perfecto to save them again. 21.
I just had to do one of those things. Have you ever, you a fan of scary movies?
Not really.
Okay, well, me either. But when I've been forced to watch them in the past, I find like when there's a jump scare moment, which is Magic's probably winning a 1-on-2 situation on the lower side, I would probably look away from the screen. And that's what I did just there. I just had the action out of the corner of my eye because I felt like that was going to be another dropped round from Navi here. But they secure it. They continue to march forward. Just one more now. I just balanced AWP out for one last time, one last ride in IEM Beijing. Winner of this qualifies straight through to the playoffs. Loser, they're out.
Simple's bringing us a spurt of aggression to this yard shutdown. Disbalance is trained on him. And as that smoke fades, he will be locked. It's a bit of an all-in from Simple, and Chopper just knocks him for 6.
Look how wide he went there. He really wanted to commit to that fight. Now the pressure is on Navi. They have to play the rotations, and who's going to be able to plug the gaps? Because we can see the smokes being lined up from Spirit. They sail through the sky. And Electronic not playing forward of that means there's no information for Navi. Boomage going to mount Perfecto up onto the top rafters. They need to rotate someone down towards the lower bomb site. Looks like it will be Boomage through the vent.
Now,
oh, they're going to fight Yard. I like this.
Want to biff. And he has controlled his spray enough to tap away at Electronic. So 2 opening kills for Chopper. Now there's so much room for the T-side to stretch their legs. They can go wherever they desire. It seems like there'll be ramp, could be any finish they desire. Of course, looking to get some heaven control now with a flash and a spray. 45 seconds. There should be few opportunities for Navi to come back into this, but a double from Boomage in that scenario, not going to happen. Chopper continuing to take steps towards his ace. He's got it all over the map, and he continues to walk into the cycle. Oh, and he is on for the ace. Chopper's caught another. Just shutting down Navi all on his own, all on his lonesome. He's right to be looking vents. That is where Flamey had an option, and I found a solution, boys. Look at Flamey's assists. How often do you get 12?
Yeah, that's the triple-double right there.
Woof. The man with the assist, the man with the plan.
Chopper gets the ace.
He does.
He just held that shift key, continued hunting for Flamey, hits another headshot. What a round from Chopper there, leading by example, keeping his team in it. 13-15 now. Team Spirit just 2 rounds away from taking us to overtime. Navi will be able to buy back in. Everything they want, all the goodies. Utility aplenty, defuse kits are looking good, head armor. Team Spirit as well will have a full buy. And this is what you like to see at the tail end of the game. Nobody having to drop down and operate with pistols or SMGs. It's AKs and M4s. Back underway we go.
Ooh, I like it when Electronic gets a bit pushy. He's denied a lot of info early on Yard. Navi.
Looks like they're going back towards Yard to set up some smokes here. This looks like the configuration for the secret smokes. And Electronic's ahead of this. He can call for help or he can call the information. He's pushing forward.
How does Simple bait him in? Has he got a flash? Oh, but Chopper checks it just as the flash pops. He wasn't going to get caught. Despite the flashbang, pulls the trigger. Now they can flood lower. There's all of them behind that smoke. No one has the info. Boomage will rotate in, doesn't have a smoke grenade. He's just going to have to stand and fight. Oh, it's loud. And he's decided he's thought better of it. He'd rather get up onto the rafters, and that's what he was trying to do. Don't know if he has the time. Doors are already open. Quick trades. Mir gets one. Looking for the adjustment, and Flamey very stalwart with his spray. Puts us into a 3v3. That's a hard shot to hit. Simple's done it anyway. And so just Balance and SDY now looking to defend against this series point from Navi. Simple's hit another. With every frag, it looks less and less likely for SDY. 20 seconds to get the bomb down. Perfecto patrolling. It looks like Navi have done just enough to pull this one across the line. 15 seconds, he jumps down. Perfecto confirms it. Navi win the domestic derby. It's 2-0. A sigh of relief likely. And Team Spirit sent home. They will not continue at IEM Beijing despite a very solid showing. Pushing them to a full 29 rounds of regulation. Navi 2, Spirit 0.